Social media, that's me. This is my virgin voyage to social media, so appreciate the mistakes. I thank you so much. I love this. My oldest son said, we're going to ask people for questions to ask me. And that's the favorite part of my lectures. You may not know, but I've been lecturing all over the world for 28 years and love the questions. It's where I face myself. And so I thank you all for the questions. I had to pick one, and I picked one for the emotional charge it gives me. And I told my son it'd be really nice if, for future questions, because we're going to do this if you like it, that you look at the questions and you collectively decide which of the questions bubbles to the top. That would be great. So the first question winner is, thank you all question askers, but thank you Janet Pruitt Springs. Your question. Have you ever thought of opening other places in other states? Because we sure need one here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. The reason I'm answering this question is because every day I have to face people who write me or call me and say I can't afford health care. Or even if I can afford it, I go to the hospital and I don't get the kind of care I need. My family were hurting. And so, the real answer to this is I want to be a math person for you. Okay? It's not uncommon for a family of four to be paying $14,000 a year for health insurance to a company that doesn't like them. There are not good insurance companies. They are profit-driven. And just watch Michael Moore's Sicko. It's all about how the insurance companies have not helped people who had insurance. And you can pay into that insurance for 10 years, and if you stop payment, you don't get anything for that over $100,000 that you've put into it. So let's do the math. 10,000 families in a geographical area like Fayetteville put in their $14,000 for themselves. $140 million. Now, that's how much we need to totally build our hospital debt-free and endow it. And that's in the first year of your togetherness. If 10 of those hospitals were built, little community hospitals that, yes, would serve those 10,000 families, but they would be able to, as a spark to take care and build real community again, take care of the families who could not afford the health insurance. And 10 of those units doing that for the next year is $1.4 billion. And that builds a tertiary care referral hospitals for those 10 small hospitals. And small hospitals are right because most of the healthcare needs can be solved at that level. The hospital could be a wellness center. It could be a food co-op. It could be the spark that has that community decide, okay, we have libraries for books. What about a car library and a tractor library? And libraries for things we only use infrequently. That the people who decided to put that $14,000 to themselves, meaning the self expanded beyond the self of their family, but themself, the neighbor next to them, and the people they meet in the post office, that they are your collective friends, and that you care for each other. I mean, imagine if you kept putting that $14,000 in. That's $140 million a year that community can use to make a 22nd century city. I imagine every other street torn up for community-supported agriculture. And the spark, schools could get involved, that healthcare would not be about who has insurance and what's the right pill. It would be about, wow, maybe we should make healthy schools. Maybe whoever is at home taking care of their parent with Alzheimer's or their child with cerebral palsy are taken care of. So I ask you just to consider, what would it take? So even people who aren't spending the money and don't have the money to buy insurance, how about them organizing? Because it really, yes, it is about health care for everybody. That is true. But it's really about care for everybody. The idea of the insurance of community, the multitude of friendship. How do you like them apples?